And now, back to the Debbie Nigro Show.
It's gonna be funky. How come all the pretty girls like you are taken, baby? I've been looking for someone like you to save me. Last 2 weeks.
All right, this is for the pretty girls, because every girl is pretty inside, regardless of the outside. And just girls are just pretty. They smell good, don't they? You see how nice I smell today? Oh, yes. Dolce & Gabbana, the red, the winter. It's make big impact. All right, everybody, Debbie Nigro checking in with you. Weekday, workday. Great girlfriend sitting with me today, co-hosting the show, Kathy McShane. She has the Ladies Launch Club. She is just kicked off for 2015 after 5 years of really working with female entrepreneurs, and has learned an awful lot. We're going to tell you before the show is up what's happened with girlfriends who've come to launch new products, and Kathy's got all that information, right, Kath?
I absolutely do.
But now I'm going to introduce you to another girlfriend I met along the way. I don't make you jealous. I did meet another fabulous woman. You're not the only one, even though I know we all think we are the only ones. And her name is Louise Newsome. And she is the National Association of Professional Women's National Director of Chapters, another fabulous organization. Since we're doing all the Go Get 'Em Girlfriend information today, I wanted to welcome Louise and have her start telling us a little bit about what's going on with them. There's all these events they do every month, and you got to get up, get out, and get in with these girlfriends and help each other, right? Louise, welcome to the show.
Hey, Debbie. How you doing?
Good, and I got a girlfriend, Kathy. Say hi to her, Kathy McShane.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
The two of you
Good to meet you.
The two of you are going to meet someday because you deserve to. But you have very different perspectives. Louise, I think yours are your professional women's organization is really something that is a little more structured in terms of people's career, the girls who are part of it, of their career choices. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, actually, I mean, the wonderful thing about NAPW, and first of all, we have over 200 chapters across the country.
Correct.
And we're a very diverse population. We have a lot of entrepreneurs with the women amongst our local chapters and in our membership.
That's great.
Yeah, very diverse.
Now, there was an interesting article you sent to me, and it was about modern rules for modern careers, right? And I want to just quote a little bit and have you speak to it. It says, U.S. economic security and family well-being go hand in hand, but the role of women who provide this stability in workplaces, communities, and homes across our nation is underappreciated. And individually, American families today are well aware of the importance of women's earnings, especially in working and middle-class households where they increasingly pull in the bulk of the family pay. But if women were not working at the pace and scale they are today, our economy would be smaller by $1.7 trillion, or 11% compared to 35 years ago. That is huge. What are the girls saying to you that are out there? What are they feeling underappreciated?
Well, I think women are under a lot of stress. I mean, we're known to be incredible multitaskers, so we're put to the test. You know, we raise families, we look after partners, we go out to work, we're often breadwinners. There's just an enormous amount of stress involved in the undertaking of a woman these days and the expectation. Also, you know, corporations, especially in this country, Europe does a little better with appreciating their female employees and assist them in allowing to sort of tap into those other areas that they have to tap into, like being mothers, looking after elderly, whatever that is.
And that's a hard to-do list. I cannot tell you how many people are trying to go to work, take care of families, take care of family members. You know, something's got to crack. You know, I know that the one thing that's really sort of how it keeps you bouncy and hopeful and energetic is getting together with other like-minded people. I know that the world of women's networking has grown enormously over the 5 years, and the reason is a lot about what guys like you do in terms of putting events on, the NAPW. So you got a great thing coming up this month, the 10 Commandments of Financial Success. Give me some, help us. What are they?
Well, we run under a calendar, and it's called the NAPW Foundation Calendar, and it supports our 4 philanthropic partners, which is the American Heart Association, Breast Cancer Research Foundation, Girls Incorporated, and Dress for Success. So the calendar embraces a couple of things. Obviously, it embraces women. It embraces professional development and diversity, and it also embraces the partners. So in January, it's our Financial Wellness and Mentoring Month. So at New York City chapter, which I'm also the chapter president of, we hosted an event where we created the 10 Commandments of Financial Freedom for Women. Financial awareness and wellness for a lot of women is a sticking point. It's an area that we're not always so comfortable to go and explore, and we tend to kind of put it in the bag. So we created this event that was sort of easy to digest and put it into 10 points that would be easy to fulfill and then feel like you're on your way to sort of getting your finances in order.
Do we have time to do them on the show? Can we bang them out? Well, 10 Commandments of Financial Freedom?
Financial freedom. So number 1, goals. Short, intermediate, and long-term are really important. Number 2, budget. To make more people aware, there's a free resource which is called mint.com. I recommend people to go there.
What is that about?
Take a look.
It's great.
Yes, describe what it is. What is it?
Well, it's a resource where you can go in and basically they give you tips on understanding about budgeting. We don't always understand what it means to have a budget, and also to personalize that to our needs and to our capabilities. So great resource, mint.com. Saving. So they always say pay yourself first. Have an emergency fund. Spend now or spend later is the mindset. Save, put your money in different places. So diversification is very important. Debt. We called it the kiss of debt. Bad debt versus good debt. Student loans are considered to be good debt along with mortgages. Compounding debt works against you. You have to be careful of that. As in your credit card, you have to be careful about closing credit cards. It's always good to speak to somebody about that when you're consolidating. Investing. Qualified money, IRS, qualified retirement plans, pre-tax plans, Roth IRAs, also insurance, personal lines, property and casualty lines of insurance, documents, very important documents that we need to have that often we don't keep up to date. Last will and testament, durable power of attorney, medical power of attorney, and living will. There's also the bad news issues that come up, and making sure that you cover yourself for that. Illness and injury, unemployment, underemployment, divorce, widowhood.
This is amazing. This is an amazing conversation because this is, I'm a woman who's older now and wiser, and I have to tell you that there is no discussion of all this clarity through decades of my life, and I pray that the young generation of women pay attention right now, save themselves an awful lot of trouble, and they won't be so crazy because so many people are talking about it now that it becomes more natural to talk about it, and not such a big not now, I'll do it later, and can't focus. It just was generational that women did not talk about money. Strangely, they blasted out into the workforce. They went crazy trying to achieve, but they didn't think it was important to figure out all these other things. So this is really good stuff, Louise.
Yes, it's interesting because you really should start at 18. And you should start to put through these documents in place, and then you have to keep them up to date. I mean, no young adult wants to think about their last will and testament. It's not something that they go too eagerly, but it is important to start to have that document in place and start. It's a working document. It's going to change. So it's something to keep revising and keep looking at every several years.
All right, so where is this list? Because I know this event is coming up. When is this event? When can girls...
The event happened already on January 7th, and I did send you. I sent you the list, and I will send it again.
I'm losing it. I'm so sorry. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. But you're here to save me. What is coming up next that the girlfriends can go to?
We have an event on February 12th. And the event will be held at the National Urban League, which is where we often hold our events, which is down on Wall Street. This event is going to be about networking, which actually is something that Cynthia Greenewald, who's an expert in networking, basically told me that everybody is going to walk out of that room saying or knowing that they've been networking incorrectly their whole life.
The whole life?
I'll tell
Whenever
you.
you started thinking you were networking,
Right.
you were doing it wrong. So she's doing a workshop, and she's really, truly an expert in this field.
You mean networking on the supermarket line is not cool? Have I been doing it wrong?
No, I think it's the way that you approach it. It's not about networking. I network anywhere, absolutely. On the train, on the bus, in the supermarket line.
I got to stop it at the toll booth, so I'm holding people up. That's that I got to kill off that concept.
Yeah, you're holding up traffic, Debbie.
They hate that. But I think my point to that what's coming up, and I'd love to understand that, is that really the opportunities are everywhere. And what I hope to do, and what I try and do on the show every day, Louise and Kathy, is teach people a little more oomph about not being afraid to just step out of their comfort zone. If there's anything I can lend to this topic, is networking is about not being fearful about approaching somebody or saying hello or stepping out or walking up to somebody or making the call or sending an email. Just do it, man. How's that?
Well, and I think that a great way to approach networking is to show that you're interested in the other person.
Exactly.
It shouldn't start off about you.
Yeah.
It should start off about them.
Absolutely. It's always about them.
But that is the trick. It's really all about the person you're talking to if you want to network properly. No question.
Just keep asking questions, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, nicely. Get them engaged, talk with them, find out about them. Develop a rapport with them. That is the way to do it.
Historically, you'll be with a person, and you can try this as an experiment, and you just never say anything about you. Just keep asking questions and asking questions and asking questions, and they'll walk away saying, wow, what a great person.
Right.
Because people like to be around people who make them feel good about themselves. It's that simple.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
In business, in life, anywhere. People want to be around people who make them feel good about themselves. And if you've never said a word about yourself, they would never remember. They should remember, because people don't remember exactly what you say. They remember how you made them feel.
Exactly.
Appreciated, interesting, respected, whatever, attractive, whatever the moment it is. So this is great, Louise. Why don't you give out the website where people can find all this information?
They can go to NAPW.com, and they can go onto the network tab and find local chapters and click into New York City, and they can see the events there. I can also send you a link, which if you want to share, because guests are welcome to come to this event.
Yeah, Yes, I put up something on the Debbie Nigro Show Facebook page today about the organization, so everybody can click through to you. And if there's a specific thing you want me to post, I'm happy to do that for you.
Right. No, I mean, the fun, we have another fun element to this event on the 12th.
Okay, I like fun.
We have the live streaming. We're supporting the American Heart Association at that event, and we're live streaming the Red Dress collection that's at Lincoln Center that night.
Oh, very cool.
So we're having a little cocktail hour at the end, and we'll live stream the event, which actually I will not be at my chapter event, which is boo-hoo. I hate to miss my event because I will be at the Red Dress collection.
Are you wearing a red dress?
Of course, I have to.
There's not when you go to these kind of events where you got to have a special color. There's how many red dresses are there out there to choose from? That's the question. I mean,
and especially if it's not a color that you tend to wear a lot. But anyway, fortunately, Cachet is our sponsor, and they are assisting me in my red dress for that night. So I'm wearing Cachet.
I like Cachet. They're very sexy people over there. They always put the extra zipper and just the extra little thingy thing to make you look hot and fabulous, in addition to smart and genius. Okay, this has been wonderful. Thank you, Louise. And you always have stuff going on, so stay in touch. Love to have you come back, be part of this ongoing. You're doing a great job. Proud to know you. Louise Newsome is yes. And once again, she is the National Director of Chapters, National Association of Professional Women. You can find them over at NAPW.com. Have a good day, girlfriend.
Thank you. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
She was talking about wearing red, Kath. And there was actually an article the other day I caught, because, I read all kinds of crazy things. And it said, how to wear black. How to wear black. Open the closet, put on everything you own, you're wearing black.
Totally in black, right.
Every day it's black. How to wear black. You need how to wear black and not look like you're going to a funeral. That's the tip off you need, okay? We're going to come back. Kathy McShane is with me. She's with me. And she's had a lot of women launch new products. I wanted to do this because this is a big category. Everybody's watching Shark Tank and getting excited about what they can invent and have a breakthrough with. So Kathy's going to be on talking about the women who've come to her, the female entrepreneurs, and how she's helped them launch, especially now she's got the Ladies Launch Club. You might want to be part of it. Coming up next. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a minute here on my own behalf and on yours as well, because the reason I do this show is hopefully to make an impact and be able to share the platform with people who are doing cool things, innovative things. I always say I book the elite to the street, so you got to fit in there somewhere. And I'm opening up the platform for you to be part of the show if you have something fabulous going on that we need to know about, if you have good energy, if you've got an idea, if you're helping promote something else, and just say hello. I'd love you to go to either the Debbie Nigro Show Facebook page, and you can connect through that. You can connect on Twitter, at Debbie Nigro Show, having more fun with Twitter this year. You can connect with me personally, at Debbie Nigro. And again, happy to respond and see if we can fit you in here. And of course, if you are an advertiser trying to reach a demographic of upbeat, upscale men and women who are not afraid to go for it in life and who are open to positive energy and new opportunities and nothing dark and down and dirty, feel free to contact us as well. Okay, the Debbie Nigro Show on Facebook, at Debbie Nigro Show on Twitter. Thanks for being part of it.